How is it going, everybody? Welcome to an announcement video for a map that I'm creating and also some plans for the future. Ignore that mess. This map is actually, I'm terrible at making maps. So I'm actually attempting to kind of create, and I have an idea for a map that I think could be done in many different ways, and so I'm actually kind of, I guess you could say, attempting to create a genre of maps, or maybe you could phrase it like that or whatever, but the idea is based on a problem that I encountered when attempting to do some things in Minecraft. Often, if I'm going to be making a map, which I don't usually do, but I've tried before, or if I'm making a prank, something I do sometimes if I'm trying to come up with a prank idea or just a tutorial that I want to post or something like that, sometimes I want a way to kill someone instantly. I tried to do that once with Hawkjock on the server and with like splash potions, but I needed to dish out a bunch of potions to kill him, and it took a while to do that, so like it kind of was a little flawed. This that I've created here is a map based around the idea that you are going to be playing on half a heart the entire time, and the way that's achieved is normal mode starvation will bring you down to half a heart. I was thinking poison initially so that it could also be on hard mode, but the problem with poison is that every now and then as you regen you get hit with then the poison takes it away, so you kind of do that little like what that kind of thing, you know, which kind of like messes up your jumps and stuff, so that not an option. So, is my sound on? Yep, okay. So, it's done with hunger to bring you down to starvation. Now, that's the idea. So, I'm going to show you, so, this announcement I want to make is that I'm going to be hosting or attempting to host a competition on the Minecraft forums about this idea, and I want to see how far people can take it. So my hope is that I will post this contest, people will make these maps in the allotted time, and then submit to me, and I will feature and play through the ones that people come up with. Now, I'm a tiny channel, so the stuff that I come up with, or the stuff that, or me advertising people's maps isn't so good. But my hope is that the thread on the forum will not explode per se, but will become very popular if people are into this idea, and then from there, the real promotion will be through the Minecraft forum thread, and that I'll announce you on the thread on the forums, and then hopefully lots of people will play your map. So that's the goal, but this is not the beginning of that competition. If you do want to start now, fine, you can get the good enough idea on how to do it, but right now I just wanted to show a proof of concept, maybe get some feedback from some people about this map idea and how to improve it and stuff like that. I also will be making my own map, hopefully, to do it, but I'm terrible at it, so it's not going to be good. Anyways, so without further ado, let's get into this a bit and show you exactly what I mean by this map concept in a brief adventure map. So this is a terrible spawn pad start. Most likely when I do make mine, it's going to be on a completely new map, and it's going to be a bit more official than this. But right now this is what I got. Just obsidian platform, and the rules: no looting dispensers, don't changing the difficulty, because then that would mess up the starvation. You'd either hover at 5 hearts or starve to death, or not starve at all, depending on it. And then don't break any string. And if you're in this map, I have command blocks doing adventure mode, so you shouldn't be able to break anything else. I noticed that in 1.4.4 you can break glowstone, or at least when I tested it, I couldn't tell if something was wrong or not, but because I haven't done adventure mode that much, but I could break glass and glowstone, which was weird. But let's start. So entering, bit of damage. That's what's supposed to happen. And we're got hunger. Difficulty is on to normal, and I'm in adventure mode. So now, this pressure plate is not supposed to be there yet. Read the book before moving on. So here's the book. One of the most important things about this map is that you may not have a heart at all times. To achieve this, we must starve you. Unfortunately, just not feeding you takes too long, so you might need to help us out and speed up the process. Turn around and you will see our special starvation zone. Just stand on the gold block and jump as many times as you can until, not correctly spelled, you start starving. Don't worry, it won't kill you on this difficulty, promise. That will I'm planning on possibly having a bit of a backstory and to the storyline to this map. So, stand on the gold platform in the special starving zone, just too high ceiling, which any place will do really. And while we starve, I will talk about how I think this map should be played. So, more about the contest. So my plan is to come up with a map that will work on single player and multiplayer. You'd be kind of going through it together, but there'd be no interaction really. It would more just be like like you could race, I guess you could say, to complete all the challenges, but it would be a lot like the dropper, you know, that kind of a thing, the one where you drop and try to land in the safe spot at the bottom, on different courses, in the sense that like you could do it by yourself, you could do it with multiple people. The actual map gameplay is the same. That would be the hope. Why am I not starving? I have hunger. I've been jumping like crazy and it's not going down. It did set the difficulty to normal. That worked. I tested this. This is not something that I should be having a problem with. Let me disconnect and reconnect and see, for whatever reason, if that helps. Okay. So I turned it on to hard mode, and then it immediately started going down. So something about going from creative mode to... But it wasn't, it was always... I don't know, something got broke. Hopefully that shouldn't be an actual problem, and if it is, that's something you can tell me about in the comments and I can fix. So, supposed to do this till starving, which we are. And then you're supposed to put the pressure plate there. And go through the cobwebs just to kind of slow you down. I guess there should be more of them. But the idea is that you wait until you get down to half a health before you start. So, yep. So that's for, this aesthetically is not pleasing, but it should be better later. And of course you can't sprint. That's one of the problems that I take with this. It really limits the challenges that I can put in here, but my thinking was, if I put, if that command block like filled up, or gave like a huge stack or a few stacks of like, or maybe just one stack of like 10-second speed potions, you could toss one of those to sprint. But then the problem is you couldn't stop sprinting when you wanted to. You'd have to wait. Alright, and we're down to half a heart, so let's head into test 1. Okay, here's another problem I've been having. I have the teleporter, you can see the coordinates there. For some reason, it's bringing me to negative 23.5. I want it to bring me to negative 24, and at 58 or 57 or something. And I don't know why it's bringing me to the 0.5. It's not like that in the command block. I think it has something to do with the pressure plate. but I want to spawn on that pressure plate. And I think to fix the problem, I might just put, because I'm teleporting to the block above the pressure plate, so it's not in the block. It should teleport me above and then drop me one block onto it, but it's not. I don't know why. I could put 6 pressure plates here that all activate it, and then do it. And it's because I don't want the arrows in this dispenser to be going. But it's a simple trap. Beginning, just so. But just to show you, one hit and I'm dead. And I come back here with full health, enter the tests, and let's see what happens now. Why is it stuck like that? Is it adventure mode? I don't think so. Set difficulty to normal. Set, oh there, it started going down. It just took a while. I guess that was maybe you spawn with some saturation, I guess. So I'll be back when this is another issue with the thing, is that you'd have to do this every time you died. It doesn't take that long. That's why the hunger is there to speed it up, because you wouldn't need it. You could just do this normally, but the hunger is there to speed it up, and just because. One thing that I do want to do, actually, alright, let me do this. One feature that I forgot to add before I started today. I've made this whole entire thing in one day, just so you know. That's the special one, I think. So actually, let's do it with the dispenser. Let's get 5 of these. That and that, and now head back to adventure mode. And while we starve, I can just do this. So, this will give you a little bit of food so you don't starve, and a little bit of regeneration to bring your health up from half a heart, only momentarily, and then you'll start to starve again. So the idea here, I don't even think there's a space I can put this and trigger it. There we go. Alright, so the idea here is, this would be like embedded in a wall with a sign that described it, obviously, but the idea is that they could push a button, get a golden apple, and use that on a particularly hard spot that they got stuck on. So if there's one really hard part, and I should mention, I haven't tested any of these completely, so some of these challenges might actually be impossible, I don't know. But you get the point on this one. Let's see how far down it is. Alright, good, so these will be going forever. Or not forever, but for close to forever. So, you get the idea. Alright, now, brings us back up here. We can head into here. That one piece of suffocation damage. See, there it is again. It's telling you, teleporting you to 12.5 and that kind of thing. That one part of suffocation damage actually would kill you if you had half a heart, I think. So we're gonna have to put glass here, or just next time not teleport in a place where we're gonna get suffocation damage. So there's that. Don't need these arrows, but might as well just keep them. Anyways, let's head over to test number 2. Still starving, but almost done. I keep jumping. Okay, so you can probably guess on this test that pressure plates and arrow is very similar test. This is kind of like an introduction to the concept that I'm doing here, so. Alright. Okay. God damn. It's gonna get really annoying if the tests are really that hard to actually do this every time. Let's test though. So like I said, I haven't tested this. Okay, so that time I actually triggered it but didn't get hit. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so you get the point on this test. I would probably add a bit of a delay to make it a little oh, that time I did get hit. That would have been dead. See, I'm technically triggering one right now, I think. Oh, shit. Let's hop back here for a second. Some good testing. I'm sure you guys can come up with some better tests than this. Oh god. This is why I'm doing the contest instead of just having me attempt to do it. And spoiling the idea with a bad map. This map will only be up for download. Damn it. I can sprint, but that won't normally be available to you. God damn it. Crap. Okay. Yeah, that does take half a heart. Okay, so let's just head straight into here. Alright, so ta-da, we did it. Head back into here. Okay, again, brings you back up, gives you a message telling you completed it. And some of the more interesting tests that I developed are coming up now. I'm not going to say they're good. Like I said, I haven't tested any of them. I've sort of tested test number 3, and I'm gonna stop recording, and I'm gonna come back when we're actually down to half a heart. What I really should do is put another starving station at each of these in case people do what I did and get impatient. So right here, starving station. So this idea, I'm just gonna do this while I talk. So this idea came from something I was doing on the Let's Play that's really different. My thought process just brought me to this idea. And as you can see, there are tripwires going across this entire floor. And those tripwires, as you can probably guess, trigger these dispensers which shoot arrows. You don't have to kill people by arrows. The next 2 tests don't do that, so that's good. But, so, one of the things that's interesting with tripwires, and kind of bad if you ask me, but works for this test, but I would like it to be fixed in the game, even though it would break this test, probably. No, maybe, I don't know. But, so if you put string on top of like transparent blocks like glass, other string, glowstone, pistons, like you see here, it won't connect to string that goes onto normal blocks like dirt, iron blocks, gold blocks, that kind of thing. So, but also, if you step on a fence, which is technically 1.5 blocks tall, you don't trigger the string that's on top of that fence. So, the idea is that you have to jump from fence to fence so that you don't actually trip the tripwire. But the blocks around it have to be pistons, or they could just not be there. It could just be floating fences, but oh, you gotta be shitting me. It could just be fences, or it could just be nothing. I mean, test 3. But that would make the test a bit harder, I think. Would it? I don't know. That's why I died a second ago. I was trying to test the hitboxes of fences, because these don't connect anyways. I wonder if it connects with glass, because that would bring out the hitbox. Let's test that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that either. That. Alright, do they connect with glass? Gotta break that. No, they don't connect with glass. What about glowstone? No, that's weird. Well, like I said, something I don't like about the game. So it would be nice if it connected with some kind of transparent block, but anyways, let's head back to adventure mode. And we'll, oh, alright, so that would have been a death. That would have been a death right there. Good jump. Good jump. Oh, that would have been another death. That would have been another death. That would have been 2 deaths. So can you walk diagonally right over it? Yes, yes you can. Let's try that again. Oh! But it's not as easy as it looks. So that's pretty... so that's hard to do with full health. Let alone half heart. Which is why I'm trying to come up with a name for these. Like, you know, lots of mobs and stuff like that, super hostile. Oh, you know, which is like, you know, Vex's series of names. I want to come up with a name for this kind of a map. Leave your suggestions below that have to do with it being extremely frustrating. But I want it to be frustrating because of the puzzles, not because you have to do one of the starvation centers. Starvation stations, that's what I want to call them. Every time, so hopefully there's a solution to that. Some way to drain hunger. Let's run now. I'll make a separate video about it if I can find it, but anyways. So let's do this next one. The fuck? Well, this isn't where it's supposed to bring me at all. And I'm pretty certain I typed in the coordinates correctly, but I must not have supposed to start here. So, let's go. Ah, would have been dead. Would have been dead again. Alright, so that, like I said, haven't tested it before, so what that tells me is that I have a specific, oh, that we skipped one. Oh well, okay, we're doing them out of order. Oh yeah, I did that. So I have a specific, vision for this one, you could say. So let's just achieve that vision real quickly with a higher delay. That's all we need. Let's set up the clock. Right. No, gotta get that higher delay, much higher delay. This is an extremely crude map that I'm playing on right here, but the design is just being worked on right now. Alright, so that should do it. Okay. Game mode 2, adventure mode, and go. Right, so there's like a clear fire line here that is now catching up to us. Right, it's coming back down the room. Oh, would have died, but I was waiting. Can't put out fire in adventure mode either. Alright, so then you push the button and you go back. Alright, so that one I didn't explain very well. This mess we're about to get to. You can probably guess what it is, though. Let me explain this a bit better. Come on. Oh, wrong spot. There you go. Okay, so the longer you wait on this one, though, the room. Wow. Okay. Oops. Now let's put a lever here. Okay. So, wait a couple seconds for the room to burn out. Oh, damn it. Alright, that's looking pretty good, pretty burned out. Now let's just watch the pattern of the orbs as I do one click, right? So you can see there's a safe, it's safe, you know, except for where that beam is. So if you can time your move right, you can really get in the pocket behind the wave of fireballs, and then you only have to deal with the fire that was left behind. That's the goal. Alright, let's push this button and do the last one. Which we don't need to do half a heart either. We can just do it tell when we die a different way, but here it is. Oh, I'm in the ground. Should have to change that. Okay, so whoa, right? Yeah, can't see a darn thing. So let's start walking, and oh, almost fell in lava there. That's the idea. It really does. I mean, if you look at that lava right there, it's pretty foggy. The lava is. So like right there, like there's like there, it's like kind of fogged over is the only way I know how to explain it. Like the visual from the beacon is clouding up. Whoa, almost fell. It probably could use with denser lava, but that's just design of the test. Not important. Again, we're just focusing on the idea for a map of getting down to half a heart. Which is funny because I haven't been doing that at all. I've been skipping that portion, but yeah. Oh, alright, found it. Back up, and we're done. Ow. So, yeah, that's what I want to develop. What I want to work on right now is coming up with a quick way to let's actually run the test. By the way, we're in adventure mode. Breaking glass. Okay, this is what I want to test. Oops. Might as well use adventure mode just so that... Oh. Why not use some pumpkin pies? Well, and let's get out of the range of the beacons. Which we should be. Never mind the building in the distance that doesn't need to be used. Okay. Now, what I want to test is that compared to probably good to have that actually. That. Alright, so let me just try this. Oh. See, it doesn't look like I'm jumping at all. Alright, hold on. We gotta get it down to starting to starve after eating that pumpkin pie. Oh, that's one way to do it. Oh, that's a good point. I should do it in range of that. Alright, come on now. Wobble wobble, like the, what's it called? You know, when you lose all your saturation. Ooh, almost fell over the edge there. Come on. Come on. When the saturation goes away, the hunger bar should, like, shake a bit. And that's when I know that I'm about to start losing hunger bars. I shouldn't have chose pumpkin pie. There we go. I lost a half a hunger bar. So, let me see if this appears to drain us faster. See, that doesn't appear to be draining at all. Hold on. I'll make sure this still works. Normally, I'm pretty sure I see a bigger jump than that. Yeah, that still works. Just can't see the jump at all. Alright, I don't know if that's any faster than this or not. That's the test I wanted to do. Well, I'll have to research it on how to quickly drain hunger. I don't think there's a way to do it with command blocks, but that would be pretty cool. I could check that whole thing with game rule and see if there's a rule about show help page 1 of 4. Use the tab key while typing a command to autocomplete the command or its arguments. /game rule tab command block output do fire trick mob loot keep inventory mob griefing keep inventory mob griefing command block output do fire trick keep mob griefing command block output enabling command blocks or disabling command blocks, I suppose. Do fire tick. Okay, that's the spread of fire. Do mob loot. Mob spawning. Do tile drops. Keep inventory mob griefing. Okay. Let's just do keep inventory true, false. True. Why not? So even though there's no jumping, am I still losing hunger? Really doesn't look like it. I don't know. Goodbye. I didn't mean to do that. Anyways, cool. Keep inventories on. Okay. Anyways, getting a little long here. So this is my concept. Leave your feedback and suggestions in the comments below, and expect to see the Minecraft forums post about this competition, as well as possibly an example map just to show people how it's done and possibly provide a template. And just a note to get this is a beacon. This is what I did to get like an area that's all beaconed up. Is I just took I made a pyramid. Well, I just MC edited 9 rows and then all the way down, and then 7 and then all the way down, 5, so that it kind of made if you kind of took a pyramid and just stretched it out. Let's see if those these empty yet. Yes, they are. Interesting. Well, you can shut up now. So that's kind of how I did that, and then put beacons. Beacons with that big of a pyramid go range 40 blocks, so there's 40 blocks in between each beacon, and so that it's more than kind of technically twice as dense as it needs to be, I think, but that's fine. And that goes for 40 blocks this way too, so that covers about this much. It's gonna be my estimate, about over here, so that covers all these tests here. Beacons on the other side doing it too. And in order to edit these beacons, in order to do these beacons don't give any effect at all, they're just visual. In order to do those beacons, and in order to fill the dispensers, and I fooled around with some spawners, but all that kind of thing. Anyways, Seth Bling's MC edit filters are excellent. Look him up if you don't know him already, and he has great filters for MC edits. So, and then the rest is just some command blocks, which I'm addicted to. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please show some kind of support. Look forward to this. Please give your feedback, even if you please give your suggestions. I mean, even if you're not interested in making a map like this, or you don't think it would be fun, I want to hear that. I want to hear why you wouldn't like it. I want to hear, because maybe I could come up with something to fix it, or maybe I'll just scrap this idea in general. Just to turn off the beacons. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I officially announce this contest.